and the Pudge is very low on HP. He uses the last bit of his bottle to put his HP up to about 200. It is 3 minutes 55, and the Axe will make his way towards the top river to get the rune. He gets a lucky haze rune spawn here. The Pudge does not know of this. This may be a first blood attempt. If he chooses to dive, he may get this kill, and he does choose to go in. He's running in with the haze. Up comes the Battle Hunger. He's running straight in there. But meanwhile here at the top we have Windrunner and PA engaging. They may get first blood. Who's gonna get a first blood here? Oh, the Dice gets the first blood. The Windrunner picks it up, but the Axe will get the kill on the Pudge, and he is certainly going to be beefed up here. He's got 1,400 gold now after that kill, and this is not looking good for the Pudge. Not a good start. Here we have the Pudge in lane just trying to farm out after his first death. But what he doesn't see is Timbersaw here picking up the injury rune, and he's going to go try and gank this Pudge. And as we know, Pudge is a snowball hero, and if you can stop his effectiveness early on, he becomes less worrying in fights in future and the ganks. But you know, they will try to go for this kill here. The Battle Hunger pops up, the Axe will stay safe. Timbersaw will try and get into position, but the Pudge will throw a random hook, and he does snag the Timbersaw who's in B, and he sees the gank now. The Timbersaw will back off, but the Pudge will play extra cautious here. He'll pop out his salve, heal up, try and stay on high HP, and make sure he plays extra cautious, hugging the tower behind here. But that random hook has put Timbersaw back into the lane, and he has to go back into farming, so that gank has failed. And here we have a TP mid for Slider. He will help Axe try to slow down the Pudge even further. Here pops an observer ward up on the cliff. The Pudge throws a random hook, and I think it's just to get the gold from the creeps. We do see Pudges throw hooks on creeps just to get the gold. But what he doesn't see here is the Slider is approaching. He turns on his sprint. He'll get the Slaring Crash. The Axe will come in with Battle Hunger, and he's trying to get a bash going. And oh, he will get a lucky bash on the Pudge. And Slaring Crash comes in, and this has to be the death. Slam dunk by the Axe. And Pudge is now dead again. He's currently 0-2, and this doesn't look like a good start for the Dire side. Here we see the Slider and Axe trying to move in for the kill on the Windrunner here on the tower. They might tower dive this because the Alchemist is coming out. They see the PA, but they don't see the Pudge coming in from behind. A quick shackle shot and power shot from the Windrunner, and the hook comes in. He gets to kill the Pudge. The creep comes in with the PA, and the Pudge will dismember. He might get a double kill here, and he does get a double kill. The Alchemist will safely retreat here. He's running away from the tower. The Pudge is still chasing, but they won't be able to get him because he doesn't have enough mana for a hook, and PA will retreat as well. Nature's Code just drops the ulti just to chase them back. But that double kill has put Pudge onto a 2-2 score, and that has brought him back into this game again. And here we have the Radiant side jumping on the Dire side. The Panda is in trouble, he gets sprouted. He doesn't have much else to go. The Necro can't heal him, and oh, he's just run himself into trouble. He's trying to tango out, but he's got nowhere to go, and he goes down. Now the Necro is in trouble. The Timbersaw will come out. Oh, perfect sprout from the Nature's Prophet, and he will certainly go down. He's got nowhere to go now. And a double kill for the Timbersaw, and this does not look good for the Dire side. If you look at the gold per minute, you will see that this is highly in favor of the Radiant side. The Panda and the Alchemist is at top. If you look at the XP per minute, the Axe is leading the race with 407 XP per minute. And if you even look at the kills per death, the Timbersaw is up 3 kills for none. So this does not look good at all for the Dire side. And now the Radiant side is pushing for the bottom tower here. And the Dire side will TP in to defend this tower. They don't see the Pudge coming from the side, so the Pudge may get a snag on here. We'll see what happens. Oh, he throws out a hook and he gets the Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet is going down. The Slider is almost dead as well. The Pudge will get the kill on the Nature's Prophet. The Slider is running back, and the Dire side pushing out here. The Radiant side will try and back, but what's this? The Axe is trying to get greedy here. He's going straight in for the Panda, but the Pudge will just come in and dismember him, and that's an easy kill for the Brewmaster. Meanwhile, the Slider has made it out very low on HP here, and same as Timbersaw, he's out safely. But that greedy dive from Axe has given up a free kill for the Dire side, and he has paid the price with a death. Here the Necro might be in trouble. The Axe is running straight into him. He's phasing out. He bets the Battle Hunger, but he does not hit him, and the Brewmaster comes in and slows him down. The Necro is running in a circle. He will try to get out here. He will TP out, but the Radiant side has backup here. The Timbersaw is coming back in, and the Brewmaster is left stranded here on his own. He might be in trouble. Out comes the Chakraman. Nature's Prophet tells in. He sprouts him alone in there. He's going to be dead, and that he's paid the price. He tried to save Necro there and he's died himself, and as far as Radiant side is concerned, that's a free kill right there. And they will probably make a push here onto this tier 1 tower at bottom. Here we have a race up between the Timbersaw and the Necro for the regeneration rune. What he doesn't see is the Pudge is coming in from behind. The Necro will throw his ulti, the Pudge throws in the hook, and the Timber Chain comes out from the Timber. He tries to get away but he doesn't survive, and the Necro will get the kill there, and the Pudge is now at 3-2-2 after an O2 stun, and this is looking good for the Pudge. Now the Alchemist is going for the Ancient Camp here, but what he doesn't know is that Diasite does have an Observer Ward, and they will see him farming up here. The Necro like pretends he doesn't see anything, but surely the Diasite has to come for a gang or a rotation here, and we see the Pudge here. He sees the Alchemist and he will try and go for a hook. He's pinging and he's going to throw a hook now. And he snags onto the Alchemist, but the Alchemist pops on his concoction, but he can't get it off because of the dismember. He's not gonna throw, he's still in B, and he's gonna suicide with the concoction. But the Axe is walking in onto the Necro right now, and he may be in trouble. The Pudge tries to hook out the Axe, does get him off, but the Timber comes in. That may be a kill on the Necro, and it will be actually a kill on the Necro, and the Pudge is in trouble now because the Axe is coming straight onto him. He's probably gonna go for the ulti, and he does slam dunk. And there's nothing the Diasite could do out there because the rotation for the Radiant side was just too good. Here we have a gank in middle. The Slithering Crush misses because the Brewmaster 4-stars himself out. But here we have the Timbersaw jumping in, the hook pulling out the Brewmaster to safety. But oh, the Nature's Prophet is actually going to teleport in. Oh, the Pudge is going to dismember and engage on him, but the Pudge is now going to go down because the whole team's coming in. DB is coming in, and Necro throws out the ulti on the Timbersaw, but the Brewmaster is in trouble. He's going to go down, slam dunk from the Axe. Power shot in, almost gets a kill on the Timbersaw, but the PA finishes it off with a dagger. Nice Slithering Crush by the Slider, but he's in trouble here because the Windrunner is gonna power shot him to death. But the Axe calls on time, and he will slam dunk, and he gets a triple kill. The PA is still chasing after this Axe here. The Axe is gonna phase off. Is the blink in range? The PA is gonna blink to him. Oh my goodness! Out comes the dagger, and the PA gets the kill before the Axe had any time to blink out. And it's a 4-for-4 trade from both teams. But I think the Diasite got out as the better team because now the PA is level 10 and he has got 2,600 gold after that fight. And he'll be looking to finish off either the Boots, the Helmet Dominator, or the Shadow Blade in his items right now. But what he doesn't see is the Alchemist actually approaching him with the Shadow Blade, and he's charging up the Concoction right now. The PA tries to engage, but he doesn't know the Nature's Power is coming in. The Concoction is dropped onto the PA, and the PA is stranded here. He's stunned and he's gonna be dead. Right after he's just involved in the kill, so the Radiant side immediately respawn. And the TP is in too late from the Pudge and the Brewmaster. Not in time to help out the PA because they had to wait on the respawn times, and the Radiant side gets off with a very important kill here on the PA. At the moment there's an engagement at the top by the Axe on the Windrunner. The Slider comes in to help out, and that'll be a kill at the tower dive for the Radiant side. The Pudge now comes in to defend the top tower, and there's a technical issue at the moment because he's constantly rotting. We'll try to fix that out as things go along. Here we have an engagement by a Timbersaw on the Necro. He might be in trouble here, but the Necro throws out the ulti, and the Pudge gets a massive hook, and that has turned what should have been a kill for a Timbersaw on the Necro into a kill for the Phantom Assassin. And what amazing plays here from the Diasite. Just amazing. Slider comes in with a haste to try and engage on the Windrunner, but the Windrunner will Windrunner away to safety, just to make sure that she doesn't get caught up by the haste from there. And here at the moment we have the Phantom Assassin, who's now got a Shadow Blade. He's got 2,100 gold in his pocket. He will be looking to finish off his Helmet Dominator or his Boots. And the Necro is walking towards mid now. He has to be very careful. The Slider might try to engage here. He pops on the ulti, and the Nature Prophet thinks of engaging, but he doesn't because he sees the vision of the Slider's ulti that the Pudge is coming from behind, so he pulls out of that one. And that could have been a possible kill on the Necro if not for the Pudge being there, so that was a close call. Pudge trying to sniff out something here. We have the Radiant side making a push, the Nature Prophet bringing in Treants, trying to make a strong push on the tier 2 mid tower here, but the Axe will spot out the Pudge. He's gonna go aggressive here, but he doesn't know that there's a Windrunner and a Brewmaster, and the Pudge will snag him, dismember on the Axe, and he should go down now. His team will be late into the fight, but they're coming in now. Nature's Prophet and Slider going straight. The Timbersaw onto Windrunner, Shackle Shot. So much going on here. Primal Split. Pudge's hook will get a double kill. The PA is jumping on the Elk here. The Elk's probably gonna go down. Scepter on the slider will gonna come down. He's gonna slithering clash. He got so many people in there, but he doesn't get the PA. PA will crit. Pudge will throw out the hook. He misses, but the Brewmaster will finish this off, and that is a 4 for 0 trade for the Dire side. And what turned out to be a push at the middle for the mid tower has now gone totally wrong for the Radiant side, and the Dire side slowly starting to get that PA fed up and farm it. This is going to be very troublesome in the future. Timbersaw's going to throw out Timber Chain towards the trees, but there's no tree to snag it on, and the Shackle Shot onto the Alchemist. He's going to sell Concoction. No, he's going to stun it on the Necro. The Alchemist does go down straight away. The Pudge is coming in from behind. He's going to throw a hook onto the Nature's Prophet. He gets him into the middle of the trees. And he's shadow burning, but he's got nowhere to go. He's brought to death. They're all chasing the PA. The PA is now shadow blending away. They cannot chase after him, so they're gonna have to turn their attention to this Pudge in the middle of the trees here. But the Pudge is gonna blink out, and the Axe tries to engage onto the Brewmaster. On comes the illusion from the Pudge, and the hook gonna dismember onto the Axe. Timber Chain's gonna come here, and this surely spells death for Pudge. Oh no, he's gonna suicide, massive suicide! And the PA and the Brewmaster jumps on the slider, and that'll be a kill for the Brewmaster. Timber Chain's in trouble here, he's dead. The Axe is gonna call, he's gonna call onto the Brewmaster, but the PA jumps back in, and they both get the kill. They get the kill on the Axe. A buyback for Nature's Prophet with the ulti. Oh my goodness, he gets a double kill. Oh my goodness. And Nature's Prophet's gonna teleport back to mid here with a push onto the mid tower. Necro goes to bot, but really he could be going back to mid to defend. Fan Assassin just bought back, and surely Nature's Prophet will have to back off now. Both PA and Necro are going to come back to mid. Rinrunner is also defending this. Power shot destroys the way, and they're going to successfully defend this tower. But wow, that fight. Slider's going to engage on the Brewmaster here, sprinting in. He's going to get a Slithering Crush going on. Concussion comes in for the Alchemist, but the Pudge hooks out the Brewmaster and saves him from what looked like an inevitable death. The Alchemist is trying to chase, but he's going to pull off now, and another big hook from the Pudge, saving his teammate's life. Panda was really lucky there to get out the double stun unscratched. So the Pudge will now head back to base and try to get back his mana and HP. The Necro respawns, and the Troll hook from the Pudge here. He's just warming up. There's no time to be throwing around here, but he's just warming up with those hooks. Pudge tries to blink hook onto the slider, but gets a creep instead, misses out on the slider. Meanwhile, we've got Alchemist stunning the Necro here. He's caught out. Chipstick onto the Necro. He's gonna go down straight away, and the whole team's just gonna back off because he's just been absolutely melted by the Alchemist and the Nature's Prophet. So the whole Dire side's gonna go back into base here and defend on the higher ground. And the Pudge will blink up onto the higher ground here and defend from the top. They're making a push onto the tower here. Shackle shot onto the slider. Hook comes in by the Pudge, and he will dismember the slider. He'll get caught out. The Axe tries to blink in. Gets ill, and all the Radiant side will slowly back off now. And the Shackle Shot, perfect Shackle Shot from the Windrunner. The hook comes in onto the Nature's Prophet, gets the kill on Nature's Prophet and the Windrunner. And my goodness, big plays here. The Alchemist meanwhile is shadow blading out. They are chasing after him. Dire side's looking all over for him in the forest, but they won't find him here because the Alchemist is hiding in the back of the tree. The Pudge is blinking onto the middle of the tree and stuck there. The Alchemist is gonna get seen by the creep wave. Necro is gonna tally up top. There's all these pings coming out here. The Pudge is onto him straight away. Necro is onto him right away as well. Sentry Ward comes down. PA jumps in and brings down the Aegis almost immediately. Pudge comes in. He does have this member, and this looks like it's death for the Alchemist. And he will go down. And big throws by the Alchemist. He drops not only the Aegis, but he also dies to the Dire side, feeds the PA, and what was supposed to be a push onto the middle towers turned into an absolute team wipe. Dire side just wiped out the whole Radiant team. So after 37 minutes gone here, we see a 34-32 sliding lead by the Radiant. Still a very close game here. And the PA now has a Basher with him. He's just farming out the jungle here, and they've got Watch Out here with sentries on the top cliff. Meanwhile, the Alchemist does have his Mona and Basher, and he's looking towards getting a heart, I think, with that Messerschmitt River. So Timbersaw does have a Bloodstone with one charge on it. He doesn't have proper boots as well. Nature's Prophet in the meanwhile trying to push top a little bit. He does have a sheep stick, and he's probably gonna go for a desolator here. He's got 2,300 gold. Meanwhile, the Brewmaster's defending it, but he's got a gun in his hand. I think he's going for an assault courier house. He's got his hyperstone up now already. And here we see Naka getting caught while he's defending top tower. He'll go down real quickly here, and the whole dire side is just gonna back off and defend on high ground. And this will be an uncontested Rax for the Radiant side on tier 2 top tower. It's gonna go down, and they're gonna start pushing for this tier 3 tower. We've got a lot of creeps coming in. The punch will go for a blind hawk, and he just gets a creep. He doesn't get anyone, nowhere near close to anything. Meanwhile, the side has chucked down an observer ward, and they've basically gone straight to destroy that ward and get it out as soon as possible, so they don't have vision of the high ground. Meanwhile, on the bottom here, Nature's Prophet trying to push the lane and create some havoc. They're trying to push for a tier 3 bottom tower, and the punch will go down there to defend. There's a lot of creeps pushing in here, particularly Nature's Prophet's Treants, causing a lot of problems here at the bottom tower. Punch has to defend that, and the whole dire side's regrouping at top. They're a bit hesitant to dive onto the high ground right now. They don't have the Aegis, so they can't just push in, but they'll constantly try and create this pressure by destroying the creep wave. Meanwhile, the dire side is just defending on high ground, waiting for them to overextend of some sort. The push at top will be defended by the Brewmaster. Oh, and the axe blinks in, he will call. He's the only one in there. The elf's gonna come in, but the punch is gonna hook him out and dismember. The axe is probably gonna go down right away. The Slider gets stunned as well by PA's Basher, and the Timbersaw jumps in now. He's in trouble because the Pudge is on BKB. The Shackle Shot comes out onto a tree, and he is dead. The Pudge throws in a hook and gets the kill. Meanwhile, the Alchemist is in trouble here. The Primal Speed does get a stun, and he goes in V, but he misclick onto the PA, and he will probably go down here. The Basher bashes him up. Windrunner finishes it off with a Shackle Shot, but everyone's going down to defend at bot because Nature's Prophet's pushing, and the Pudge gets a blink hook onto Nature's Prophet, but he uses Shadow Blade and go in V. And the Punch won't sniff him out right now. Nature's Prophet is trying to juke around the trees, and Punch at the moment can't see where he is. He blink hooks, tries to review. Oh, and then he does have a small little bit of vision. He's going to throw a hook right now, but the Nature's Prophet is going to TP out, and that's a very, very close call. The Punch almost got the Nature's Prophet there, but right now Nature's Prophet is going to probably go back, recharge, and continue split pushing to create pressure on the dire side. Now the Roshan is finally up, and the Radiant side will go in for this Roshan. Dire side does not have any vision here, but we do have an NV Pudge here. He might try to scout out for this. The Alchemist is a little bit late to the Rosh Pit. Windrunner with the power shot in here, reviews everyone. Pudge blings out Hawks in the Timbersaw, but he's probably gonna down. No, he chucks on his BKB, and here we have an engagement. The Punch will go down. Shackle Shot onto the Timbersaw, power shot in. There's so much going on here. PA is trying to bash out the Alchemist, but he's constantly getting bashed by the Alchemist. Now he gets a bash onto the Alchemist, and then the Alchemist will go down. Meanwhile, they're trying to engage with the Axe here. The Axe just gets away, but Shackle Shot goes down onto the Nature's Prophet, and the Windrunner will get the kill on the Nature's Prophet. The Timbersaw is in trouble here. He's gonna get Tornado by the Primal Spirit, and he's gonna get trapped. PA's waiting for him right there, and boom! Here he goes! Bashes him out right away. Timbersaw is dead. Sorry, and Axe gets away, but PA gets a triple kill there. But the Nature's Prophet is bought backing his teleport in, and he kills off the PA after the triple kill. Now he kills off the Pudge as well, and now they're chasing after the Brewmaster. He's in trouble. The Sprout comes in, he tries to tally out, but is the Nature's Prophet gonna get a kill? Yes, he is. He gets the triple kill, and now this doesn't look good because that's a team wipe on the dire side after contesting the Rosh, and they will most likely either take Rosh or hate straight for the base. I think they're gonna go push straight for the tier 3 Rax here. The barracks there's no tower on it. They're gonna push straight in there. The Punch is gonna come back. The Brewmaster's gonna buy back, but there's nothing much they can really do. Punch tries to hold back the Necro after getting stunned, and actually all of them are coming in. The Brewmaster engages onto the Axe, and here we have Shiva's Guard coming in from the Axe. He blinks out, and my goodness, they actually successfully defend the tier 2 Rax. Here we got a... Oh, he's actually sprouted himself to try and get off, but the PA blinked in and killed him off. And what's meant to be a tier 3 base Rax, barracks Rax for the Radiant side has now turned into a successful defense from the dire side. They're just so relentless in defending these Raxes, and that's basically been the whole story for the last 10 to 20 minutes of this game. They just managed to defend their bases on high ground. And now they're gonna take Rosh here at the moment. The Beastmaster is tanking it and the PA is coming out. The Pudge is scouting out for any openings. The Timbersaw they do have wards here and they do see them rushing, but they can't really do much at the moment because the Nature's Prophet is out and Alchemist is too far away and distant from the team. So they will take the racks. Power Shot does come out, Scatter, and Timbersaw can't really do much even though he has an Invi rune. And the PA is just snapped up on the Aegis of Immortal, and this could be a really big turning point in the game. Having the Aegis now, Dire side really looks like they have a firm control of this game even though they have 2 racks in their bases. And they're really starting to put pressure back onto the Radiant side here. The Pudge would blink hook here and try to get an Alchemist with the blind hook, but no, he doesn't get anything on that occasion. At the meanwhile, here the Observer scouts out the axe and he's gonna get Shackle Shot and the PA is gonna blink in. This surely is gonna be a death. Pudge is gonna come in just to dismember and secure the kill, and Windrunner will get the kill on the Power Shot there, and they're gonna continue to push on the mid lane right now. They're trying to get this tier 2 racks, maybe even tier 3 racks. Axe's teammates were nowhere nearby him. They didn't want to jump in and risk getting killed in order to defend the Axe, but they're not going to defend this tier 2 tower as well, and I think most likely they're going to get it. There's an Observer while they're scouting out Pudge here, so they know he's right there. The blink hook comes in and obviously he's not going to get anything because they have an Observer ward right there. Still a surprise hook, good attempt in trying to get there. He will most likely try again. We'll see what the Pudge thinks. He's just trying to wait for the cooldown for the hook and the blink, and he's going to reset out for a hook here. He's going to blink back in and he's going to throw a hook, and he does get shot out this time. Massive hook from the Pudge. Dismember on, and Necro's ulti will finish him off. Meanwhile, Necro gets basically destroyed by the Alchemist, but the Alchemist is going to go down because the PA's damage is too high. Shackle Shot onto the Tim. So and the Abyssal Blade as well, and the Pudge will get the kill. And the Rinrunner and the Brewmaster will teleport back to base to defend their base because they do have 2 racks at the moment. Meanwhile, the Pudge and the PA is trying to hit the racks in the middle, but they just probably sprouted in. They put the glyph on, and he's actually Kinsu, size of Vice. He's hacked the PA. Can't do much there at the moment because PA is just too strong. PA is getting hit a lot by Tal. He's losing a lot of HP, but he's taking out a big way. And they're going straight for the Tal. Axe engages on the PA. He might go down here. The Pudge tries to hook him out. Doesn't get him. And he does have the Aegis, so he'll come out now. But he's going to get caught. There's no way he's going to get out of this. Pudge has no way to hook him because there's no angle. All the creeps are surrounding him. He blinks up from the side, and oh, an amazing hook! He pulls the PA out of the fight, and he saves him from what looks like an inevitable death by just saving the PA. And this could be a game-changing situation here. The PA is still alive, and he has 3,500 gold now. He can buy whatever he wants. The Pudge with an amazing hook again to save the PA. Saving his teammates all day long, but this time, one of the most crucial saves on the PA. This might win them the game. Necroli is defending the top lane here, and he's in trouble because the Nature's Prophet has scouted him out. Ginsu's side of Vice, he's got no chance of getting out here. The whole team is going, he's trying to tally out, but I think they don't even need his help. The Nature's Prophet will take him out, and basically the whole Dire team can't do much about that. They probably just have to go back to top and defend from high ground again, just like they've been doing all game. And here we've got the Axe engaging. Oh, it's actually an illusion, so they aim for the illusion, and they're not going to get the real one. So they wasted all their skills on the illusion. The Alchemist is going to come in, he's going to take out the Windrunner. That's going to be an easy kill. And nothing much the Dire side can do. The PA is getting stuck here, he's getting stunned by the Alchemist, and that's PA down. This seems like it's almost GG. They've taken the top racks, and now they're going to head straight to the mid and get a double racks here. There's nothing much the Pudge and PA can do. The PA is just bought back, but to be honest, there's only 2 heroes up against those 5. They're not going to do much. The mid melee barracks racks is just going to go down right away. And right now, this doesn't look very good for the Dire side because they've lost 2 barrack racks in a matter of 30 seconds, and the Pudge will come in here. He'll try and blink hook the Slider, but does not get him this time. And well, if you look at the Dire's position now, their whole base is in total shambles. They've really got a lot of defending here. This pressure, constant pressure on the base is gonna be really difficult to overcome. The favors in the Radiant side for sure. Meanwhile here, the Nature's Prophet is trying to push the bottom tower and Mega Creeps. Trying to get the Mega Creeps right now. The Glyph will come up from the Dire side. He sprouts himself, but he doesn't have TP. Doesn't have Shadow Blade as well. The Patch will help him. He's gonna go down. He's gonna go down. And this is gonna be very important for the Dire side because they won't have Nature's Prophet split pushing now. So they can push mid or top racks. With the Nature's Prophet out here, the Dire side are able to push for the tier 3 racks. They might actually get the racks here, and this may be potentially game winning. The Patch Blank hooks, oh, he tries to get the Timbersaw, but he gets a creep instead. They are gonna focus onto the rack, but the Slider and the Axe comes in to initiate. Out comes the Chakra and the Axe called and the spinning. The Patch will probably most likely go down. The Brewmaster has forced himself out, he saved himself, the Patch does go down. And here we see the PA getting stuck in the middle. He's gonna blink out to the Windrunner and they're gonna be safe. Oh, perfect Shackle shot by the Windrunner. But the Timbersaw still is chasing with the Timber Chain here. They're most likely gonna get away, the PA is gonna tell you out. And the Windrunner is just gonna phase it out here, and with the Fog, she's gonna get away safely. So, you know, they lose the Punch, but at the moment there's actually a lot of defending going on. The Punch has bought back, he's trying to defend top with the PA. They both tally top. Trying to defend out this way because if that Rax goes down, that's Mega Creeps. Meanwhile, the Axe is pushing away from here in the middle. He's trying to tank out all the creep waves. And Punch does come in. He tries for the hook, but he misses. And the Axe will blink away to safety. In the meanwhile, they're just defending this mid. Yeah, and oh, they're going for the Roshan, the Radiant side off. Slada's just engaged with Roshan. The Dire side can't see anything. They have no Observer Wards on the Rosh Pit. Meanwhile, the Nature's Prophet has tallied in, and the Timbersaw has started to help out the Slada as well. And they will get the free Aegis here, and the cheese as well. The Punch blinks in, he tries for a hook, but he doesn't get anyone. The Nature's Prophet has snapped out the Aegis of Immortal, and wow, this game just doesn't seem to end. You know, it's just going back and forth, and they've just been trading kills all around. Oh, the Necrolite here is gonna get sprouted and hacked. He's gonna go down, and Punch comes in. He's gonna dismember onto the Slada. Slada is gonna go down to a power shot, and Primal Split out from the Beastmaster, stunning the Nature's Prophet. He's gonna go down. The Punch hooks back at Timbersaw, and the Timbersaw suicides. And now the Brewmaster is chasing after the Axe. He stuns him up. But meanwhile, the PA and the Punch is going straight for the Nature's Prophet. He does out for the Shadow Blade. He hooks him back out, and massive hook. He's gonna get killed by the Nature's Prophet though, but the Windrunner will finish off the Nature's Prophet. And this is a massive fight because that is a team wipe for the trade of a Necro and a Punch. And they're gonna push for the mid racks here, as well as the top racks. This is going to be possibly the game changer right here. I've said it so many times, but the game just keeps going back and forth. It's amazing. So now the Dire side are really going to make a strong push here onto the base racks. They're going straight for the melee racks, and the Glyph will come out. No, they're just going to keep focusing on the base, and they will most likely get this melee racks. The Axe blinks in with no help inside. He may die here this time. He gets killed by the Brewmaster, and he's gonna get killed. Timbersaw jumps in, he's got no help as well. He's gonna BKB up, but the P is gonna chase after him. No, he's not. They're gonna focus on the racks. They're just gonna get this racks right now. The P is gonna go back to defend. Now the Chakram comes out onto the Punch here, and he might die. The concoction is in, and he's probably gonna go down, and he will go down to the Timbersaw. But the Punch has bought back, and they will defend this bottom racks here. They've done such a good job in preventing the Mega Creeps from coming, and now they'll be pushed in the middle by the Radiant side. Beastmaster is gonna get caught out here, but oh my goodness, the Punch is hooked out. The Alchemist is gonna take his effectiveness out of the fight, and now the Alchemist is stunned because the PA has come into the fight with a Basher. The Punch is gonna come in to dismember, and the Alchemist is gonna go down. The Timbersaw is gonna Timber Chain away to safety. He's gonna run, but the Primal Speed does get stunned onto the Slaughter, and he's gonna be dead. This PA is looking absolutely unstoppable at the moment. Meanwhile, the Brewmaster is gonna be teleporting back into base to defend the double towers. And the Punch is going to go mid to slowly push out this lane, but seriously, they would have to be considering pushing out Tony. Yes, they do have, there's an arrow on the minimap, and they really want to push for this tier 3 rack right now. And the Dire side will push the top lane right now. And oh, well, here we have Nature's Prophet disconnecting, and there'll be a pause in the game until he comes back. And meanwhile, they'll be waiting for Nature's Prophet. He comes back into the game. Here we go. The game's resumed. and they're gonna be pushing top here. They want to kill it, so basically for the dire side to win this game, they need the punch to blink hook someone useful like an alchemist or an axe. He either has to get them both. He's gonna be really dependent on who he hooks here, but I think he has to get the axe. He has to get the axe because the axe call on the PA is so important. It's gonna set up the stun for the alchemist. So, and once the PA is dead, we do know that they can't do anything. There's no more DPS, so he has to get the axe most likely. We'll see what happens here. There's a pause and the resume. The Pudge, he's looking up for a hook here. He's gonna go for a blind hook. He blinks and he goes for a hook, and he hooks the axe. He hooks the axe, and the axe is hacks now and stunned. He's not gonna be effective anymore. He's gonna chase up. The alchemist is gonna go in, but he's gonna die straight away because the PA's crick and stun's gonna kill him. And the shock shot both on the axe and the timber. Big plays by the Ring Runner here, getting the shackle both on the axe and the timber saw, and the axe will go down, and timber saw is in trouble here. He's gonna go down with the stun, and the PA is gonna come in with the crick and he's gonna finish him off. If they take this top rack, this is gonna be JJ. Surely it's gonna be JJ. They're going straight for the melee racks here. The melee racks is gonna go down right away, and they're gonna go straight for the throne. Everyone's focusing on the towers, and in the meanwhile we have the Nature's Prophet teleporting in the base. He wants to backdoor them. Here's a pause because the Nature's Prophet has disconnected, but they're gonna resume. Someone else is gonna take control of this Nature's Prophet, and they're gonna go straight for the throne. This is gonna be a base race. The Slayer goes in, try and defend and delay them for a little bit more longer, but there's just so much damage here. There's gonna be a massive win for the dire side. The Nature's Prophet just does not have enough DPS and damage to backdoor this tower here. 1 trillion is not enough, and this is JJ. They're calling JJ. Everyone's calling JJ. It's massive. The Pudge's hook on the axe has just finished this game off. JJ from both teams. It took an hour and 10 minutes for this game to finish off, but what an amazing game it was. The hook from the Pudge on the axe at the end, reminding us all of Danny Hooks. And he's gonna call Danny Hooks here, and there's gonna be a little bit of sledging on going on. But you know what? This is Dota, and this is what the game is all about. It's been such an exciting game here, right from start to finish, and I'm sure we all enjoy that game. Thanks for listening for the casting and tuning in for this game, and hopefully we see as many competitive games in Dota in future.